Fala pessoal, tudo certo? Sou o Felipe, te agradeço por clicar no canal. E o J.D. Vance, o vice-presidente dos Estados Unidos, foi falar com o Joe Rogan. Vamos ver o que eu separei aqui, vamos trazer para a tela. Tá aqui o Joe Rogan e o J.D. Vance no episódio 25, 26. São quase 3 horas de conversa, que a gente pode ver aqui. Mas eu separei os pontos importantes, porque mais ou menos uma meia horinha ali, uns 28 minutos mais ou menos, eles conversam sobre a existência ou a possibilidade da vida fora da Terra e se os americanos têm alguma coisa mesmo, tem algum documento que comprova. Vamos lá para aquilo que eu separei vários vídeos aqui, os trechinhos da conversa. Eu não posso colocar tudo, né, óbvio. Mas quem quiser, eu vou deixar o link na descrição para ir lá e olhar todo o vídeo, que são 3 horas. Eles falam bastante coisa, bastante mesmo. Vamos lá, a conversa gira em torno de programas do governo e do tema, a parte da conversa, né, que eu peguei. Sobre UFOs, atividades não identificadas, incluindo a... O que eu escrevi aqui? Ah, isso aqui foi só um resuminho que eu fiz, ó. Mais ou menos, tecnologia extraterrestre, algo interdimensional, explicações sobrenaturais, anjos e demônios, porque um tempo atrás o J.D. Vance falou que ele acreditava que poderia ser anjos ou demônios, alguma coisa assim, ele é religioso, né? O que seria necessário para revelar a evidência ao público, também discute por que seria difícil manter certos segredos por muito tempo. Ele acha que alguma coisa, alguém do governo ia vazar, então ele acha que seria muito difícil não ter vazado nada ainda, mas no finalzinho ele fala a respeito disso. E termina com um desvio para reflexões sobre viagem espacial, vida fora da Terra, questões biológicas em baixa órbita. Ele diz que se o ser humano sai por muito tempo, afeta o DNA. Mas vamos lá para aquilo que eu separei. Aqui está o primeiro vídeo do Joe Rogan e o J.D. Vance conversando. Vamos lá.
The UFO thing, I think, would be something that I would want to pursue.
Yes.
I mean, just for my own personal information, I would want to know what is going on.
Correct.
So the question is, are these special access programs that are above top secret and that this is our own stuff, or is this something that's far more bizarre and something that is interdimensional from another planet, whatever, fill in the blank.
Okay, is it foreign? And
Yeah.
if it's foreign, is it
Right.
6,000 miles away or like 6,000 light years away?
Right,
Yes.
right.
And that is, I will answer that question eventually.
Really?
Yes. I'll get to the bottom of it.
How are you going to have the time to do that? Like, and what would be what would that entail?
Eventually, I'll have like a few weeks where I can just sit down and worry about that problem.
You said something that I thought was very bizarre.
Here's
okay.
an interesting thing, though. I will say that is one of those conspiracy theories that there are a lot of people in our government who are interested in this, meaning our current political leadership who are interested in this question. And it hasn't, like, nothing has really happened yet, which makes me a little bit less interested in it. Because there are a lot of people with access to those files and access to that information, and nothing has changed since Biden left office, which makes me think other people have looked into it and they just haven't necessarily found something. But anyway, I eventually, I promise you, I'm going to like sit down and spend a couple of weeks trying to figure out what's in these files. I just haven't done it yet.
Aí, esse é o primeiro trechinho, né? Então ele acredita que alguma coisa teria vazado ou não, né? Logo de cara ele já dá uma resposta bem completa de toda o que girou mais ou menos a conversa dele. Assim, olha, tem muita gente que tem acesso a esses arquivos e até agora eu não vi nada, né? Daí aqui, os aliens são demônios? Vamos lá.
I haven't done it yet.
You said something that I thought was very odd.
Okay.
You said that you thought that they were demons.
Okay, I did say that.
What did you mean by that?
Well,
Eu li que ele tentou rir, né? Mas o Joe Rogan segurou a seriedade. Tipo, calma aí. Tu é o vice-presidente dos Estados Unidos. Tu não pode fazer palhaçada com um assunto que muita gente acha muito sério, né?
First of all, there not just in Christianity, but in a number of world religions, there are a number of, like, you know, mystical things that happened, extra dimensional, extra. Like, I'm not one of these people who's like a hyper rationalist. Like, I think that there are things happening in the world that we're not always seeing. I believe in God. I think that there is a kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Not extra real.
Supernatural.
Supernatural. There are supernatural things that are happening. Okay. So if you look historically at, things that are similar to the alien phenomenon, where, some like strange being, it kind of looks like a human being, but doesn't look like, but it's not human. And it shows a particular interest in human beings. And then it takes the human beings and, does weird experiments on them. I think my argument is that's either bullshit, right? You're either talking to a crazy person, which I don't like. I'm not saying just because I believe in the supernatural doesn't mean I believe in everything supernatural. But if we're talking about an extraterrestrial being that is human-like but not human, that contains effectively infinite powers and is torturing human beings, you can call it an alien if you want, but I think there's a lot of historical precedent to call that a demon.
Aí tu pode chamar de um alienígena, mas tem bastante coisa aí historicamente que nos podem também dizer que são demônios, porque ele fala em tortura, né, em alguma coisa assim. Ele fica meio nessa, né, a conversa inteira, ele fica jogando essas duas coisas, né, mas o Joe Rogan segue firme ali, tentando descobrir o que o vice-presidente dos Estados Unidos pensa. E agora ele vai falar sobre o Travis Walton. Não sei se vocês lembram, mas tem até um filme a respeito disso. Ele era um lenhador lá no meio do mato lá nos Estados Unidos, onde ele foi abduzido, sumiu por 5 dias e depois apareceu e disse que tinha sido raptado por aliens, abduzido por aliens. Vamos ouvir o Joe Rogan falando com o vice-presidente dos Estados Unidos a respeito disso.
A lot of these stories and these accounts.
We have one right here on the
demonic
coaster.
alien. Yeah, that's the mothership logo. A lot of these accounts are not of people being tortured. They're people that are being exposed to information, like the Travis Walton story is a very famous case from the 1970s.
I'm going to read about it on the way back, though.
It's this guy right here. I got a Travis Walton bobblehead. He's one of the most famous UFO abduction stories.
Okay.
There's a movie with D.B. Cooper in the...
and what is the information that they gave Travis Walton?
Was D.B. Cooper that was the... D.B. Sweeney. D.B. Cooper was the guy who stole the money.
Achei interessante ali que ele pergunta, né, qual é que foi a informação que eles passaram pro Travis Walton. Mas o Joe Rogan vai falar sobre a respeito do filme, sobre o que aconteceu, meio que...
Fire in the Sky. There's a movie.
Oh, of course. Yeah, I remember this movie. I don't think I ever saw it, though.
1993. Good movie, but sensational. And Travis Walton says they made a bunch of shit up, and that's not what happened. But
yeah,
the story was that he was a logger in Arizona, and he was leaving a job. They were all together in a truck, and these loggers saw this light, land in this forest, and they went to go investigate. He jumps out of the truck, and he gets close to it, and he's hit by some beam of light and knocked to the ground. They take off, and then they realize, we've got to go back. We don't know what's going on. They turn around. They go back to get him. They're freaked out and panicked. They go back to get him. He's gone. The police interview them. They think that they killed him. They there's an investigation. 5 days later, he shows up wearing the same clothes, and he has this crazy story. And he had been in this spaceship for 5 days, is what he said, and that they had fixed him, they healed him, and then they had communicated with him telepathically, and he had this very bizarre encounter with these beings that aren't from here. Or if they are from here, they're very different than us.
Okay, so I guess my response to that would be extra powerful beings, in this case communicating telepathically, helping people. Sounds like an angel. So I guess let me make the
Ele sempre fica nessa, né? Isso aí, alguma coisa tu pode colocar como demônio, alguma coisa. Vocês estão vendo, tá misturando religião, tá misturando política, tá misturando alienígenas. Já faz bastante tempo que eu tô falando isso, né? Agora vocês estão ouvindo da boca do vice-presidente dos Estados Unidos aqui, aliens e poderes ou tecnologia, né? Outro videozinho que eu separei aqui, esse também de 1 minuto mais ou menos. Vamos ouvir mais um pouco da conversa, porque fica nesse gira, não sai disso mais ou menos ao menos essa parte da conversa onde eles tocam sobre esse assunto, né? Vamos lá. Mais um pouquinho. Poderes ou tecnologia?
Okay. My dog, there's no real difference between me and God to my dog. I can literally walk into a room and turn the light on. I can make food appear instantaneously. I can transport myself across time and space very, very rapidly. If you're a human being with intelligence, but not supernatural intelligence, I guess my point is, again, this could all be bullshit. This could all be fake. That's a possibility. But if it's real, is there really a meaningful difference between an angel or a demon and a space alien with super technology? To our perception, they would largely just look like the same thing.
I think we're capable of nuance. We're capable of understanding that human beings are far more complex and evolved than chimpanzees. And we could imagine a world where if we don't blow ourselves up and there's not a nuclear bomb and we don't get hit by an asteroid, if we live another million years, that we would have technology that's indistinguishable from magic. Right?
Exactly. That's
right.
exactly
that
what I'm saying. And then we could show up on another
angels and
planet.
demons. It just means they're hyper-evolved, advanced civilizations from somewhere else.
And what I'm saying is the perception of those beings to a more simple intelligence.
Sure.
There's not a meaningful difference. So you're like talking about what it is that these things actually are. And I guess what I'm talking about is, how would a human being with my level of intelligence or your level of intelligence in 2026 understand what's going on?
Aí, né, ele tenta colocar mais pra esse lado, olha, eu acho que pode ser isso, e o Joe Rogan, tá, mas se for tecnologia, e nós estamos confundindo os dois, ficam nesse vai, não vai, né, porque os dois, cada um tem um ponto um pouquinho diferente um do outro, né, mas o Joe Rogan continua cutucando ele nessa parte. Outros trechinhos que eu coloquei ali também, né, demônios ou super inteligência, né, vamos lá.
Understand what's going on.
Right, but from a biblical perspective, there's a very big difference between a demon and a hyper-intelligent being from somewhere else.
I mean, a demon or a hyper-intelligent, malicious...
If demons are real, if there really are dark forces in the universe, and they're disembodied dark forces, these things that exist,
Yes.
And then there's also powerful light forces in the universe. That they don't have to be mutually exclusive to the concept of hyper-intelligent other species.
Absolutely.
When you're looking at an insanely vast universe.
I don't think they have to be, but I think that it is interesting to me that for most of human history, we would have understood supernatural, hyper-powerful, hyper-knowledgeable things as sort of celestial or celestial.
We would have thought of a cell phone as being sorcery. I mean, that doesn't mean it's sorcery. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just technology.
Aí os dois estão, né, nessa, né? Será que seria confundido? Será que a gente confundiu todas essas coisas com tecnologia? Então, assim, eles ficam nessa troca ali, né? Do Joe Rogan tentando falar, olha, talvez seja tecnologia. O J.D. Vance falando, será que não seriam anjos ou demônios, né? Fica bastante nisso, eu não posso colocar tudo esse aqui, um trechinho separado de 4 minutos, mas vamos pular um pouquinho. E aqui mais adiante, assim, o Joe Rogan dá uma cutucada, tá, mas exatamente o que a gente sabe, o que tu vai conseguir descobrir mesmo, se tu conseguir ter acesso a esses documentos quando tu tiver tempo, né? Vamos ouvir lá mais um pouquinho do Joe Rogan e o vice-presidente americano, o J.D. Vance. Eu ainda tô gripado, tá?
See that.
Yeah, the question is, what do these special access programs, like, what is the information that's available? Like,
my understanding is
to
that it's
David
basically
Grush and a lot of these other people, that there have been crash retrieval programs.
Okay, and I've talked to Dave before. I think I called him actually after he was on your podcast.
Só fazer uma pausa aqui. O David Grush é um cara que eu já coloquei já fiz um vídeo a respeito dele aqui no canal. É um cara que trabalhou e fazia os briefings para os presidentes. E ele tá vindo à tona falando que os Estados Unidos têm naves, tem biológicos. Ele é o primeiro a usar a palavra biológico, se não me falha a memória. Onde ele diz que tem pilotos dessas naves, então que os Estados Unidos têm isso. E o J.D. Vance, o vice-presidente dos Estados Unidos, está falando que ele já conversou com o David Grush, mas que ele ainda é um pouco cético a respeito disso tudo. Vamos ouvir agora, vamos lá.
So there's like the crash retrieval stuff of whether that's real or not, where is it, etc. There's the videos, right? There are all of these videos, some of which have been released and declassified, that seem to me show some pretty weird stuff. And then there might be other pieces of evidence as well. I'm not saying there is or isn't. I just don't know. I try to keep an open mind about this stuff. All I'm saying is I'm fascinated by it. I don't have like some secret sauce, at least not yet, that tells me what's true and what's false. I'm just saying this is something that I'm interested in, but it doesn't, it's because it's like anything in life where do I have to figure this out this week? No. So I'm going to do the things that I have to, like negotiate with the Iranians and try to get this bill passed.
So let's imagine a world where the Iranian negotiations go swimmingly. Everything's
God
done.
willing. God
you
willing.
know, all these Gulf Arab states decide, hey, let's
Vai
invest
falar pouquinho ali
money in
agora,
Iran.
se a gente resolver tudo isso, né? Vou puxar
If we have information,
pouquinho pra
think
frente.
who has this information and why are they holding
A gente tem essa informação, né? Quem tem e por que não estão passando para nós,
on to
né?
this
Vamos lá.
information? And what do you know the Hal Puthoff story?
No.
So Hal Puthoff, who used to work for NASA, said that he was brought in during the Bush administration where they were going.
Agora estão falando do Hal Puthoff, deixa eu dar uma pausa aqui. O Hal Puthoff, eu também já fiz um vídeo a respeito dele. Ele é um cientista que ele participou de várias coisas, entre elas OVNIs, claro, e também de telepatia, de visão remota. Eu fiz um vídeo a respeito da visão remota, onde eles falam bastante do Hal Puthoff. Ele deu uma entrevista também há um tempinho atrás pro The CEO Podcast. Então, quem quiser dar uma olhada num vídeo mais antigo aí, procura sobre a visão remota que eu fiz. Ele tá falando sobre o Hal Puthoff, que é um cientista bem renomado lá.
They were proposing disclosure, and they were saying, this is what they were saying. They're saying we have biological remains and we have physical crafts. We're proposing disclosure, and they brought in a bunch of thought leaders, different disciplines, different schools of thought, and they said, "I want you to compile a list of pros and cons and put a numerical value on how this is going to affect society, how is this going to affect religion, how is this going to affect government, how is this going to affect economy, all these different things." And when they compiled this list, every one of them had more in the con than in the pro, and they decided against disclosure because of that. Now, if that's the case, what are we talking about? Like, who has this information, and what is this information? I mean, if that wasn't just a thought experiment, if they weren't really just fucking with these people, which I don't understand why they would do that, but let's assume what is known, and why would they prevent that information from getting out?
Well, that's a big
Acho que isso é o que todo mundo quer descobrir, né? Vamos lá.
if.
Have you seen the movie The Age of Disclosure?
I've not.
Okay. Well, a lot of people, including intelligence officers, different people in the government,
Mais uma paradinha. Eu fiz um vídeo a respeito do Age of Disclosure, quem quiser dar uma olhada.
are in this documentary. And one of the things that they're saying is part of the problem with all this is if they have had these programs going on for so long, that means they've been misappropriating funds and they've been lying to Congress. So all these people that were involved in these
I've heard
programs,
this argument. Yeah, I've heard this argument. Yeah.
So Lou Elizondo and all these
Yep.
other people have
Yeah,
said, look, what we're going to need is mass amnesty for people that are involved in this. This is the only way you're ever really going to get to the bottom of it. The problem with that is if you've got unlimited money and you've got misappropriation of funds and lying to Congress, I guarantee some of that money has gone to places it shouldn't have gone.
100%.
Like it always does.
Yeah. So, like, it's always very hard to engage in these, like, super general, I should say, hypotheticals, because, you know, like, if look, we've got remains of space aliens and we're hiding them, then there are a million possibilities for that. What would explain it, how it would have happened. I am skeptical that's true. And the reason I'm skeptical that
Ele é cético, né? Ele tá falando, ele duvida disso, ele não acredita que isso realmente esteja acontecendo.
it's true that we have the physical remains is not because I don't think that's something that like is physically possible or that the government's willing to do and able to do a lot of crazy stuff in our history and the history of all governments. I am skeptical of the competence. I actually made this point to Dave when we talked, and I think he's a very interesting guy. So I don't mean to insult him or say I disagree with him about everything, but I made this point to Dave when we talked. It's like if we have literal space alien remains in the custody of the United States government, there is no way that wouldn't leak out in some way.
Ele falou com o David Grush, né? Que ele falou assim: se realmente isso está falando que a gente tem esses biológicos, a gente tem esses pilotos, que a gente tem essas naves, alguma coisa teria vazado, alguém teria vazado. E daí o Joe Rogan agora vai dizer, né? Não, mas tem vazado um pouco, mas assim, ninguém acredita, é meio que confuso. E fica nesse bate-papo, né?
Well, I guess that's the counter argument.
Yeah,
but I think it would leak out
Nixon
more
story?
than
The Nixon Jackie Gleason story?
No, I want to hear that, but like with cell phones and every way that we have, like it's plausible to me you could hide that in an era where you have to have a giant camera the size of these antlers in order to take a photo of something. But dude, I can take, like you have cameras now that are like literally this tiny. That's the part that I'm skeptical of.
Okay,
that we're hiding that.
Let me push back against that because
Okay.
E agora o Joe vai dizer, né? Tá, mas tu é o vice-presidente. Pra eu vir aqui no meu podcast hoje já foi uma loucura, porque eu tive que passar por várias seguranças, por várias revistas e tudo mais. Então, assim, porque como tu é o vice-presidente, então isso aqui tava o caos. Então, eles ficam nesse bate-papo, né? Olha, se quiser esconder, consegue esconder, né? Mas tá ali, o J.D. Vance ainda não acredita que realmente tenha alguma coisa, mas ele já conversou com alguém e disse que vai ir atrás. E aí o Joe Rogan vai perguntar, né, mas qual é que é a autoridade que o vice-presidente dos Estados Unidos tem sobre esse assunto? Vamos ver aí mais um trechinho do Joe Rogan.
Well, how would you, the vice president of the United States of America, have to have a camera smuggled in to do that?
Well, maybe I wouldn't, but again, I've seen.
Do you think that you have the kind of authority? Like, look, let's imagine you find out that at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base they have some secure facility somewhere. Maybe it's not there. Maybe it's maybe they've kept it under wraps. Maybe it's.
Deu um detalhezinho, né? Ele sabe, ele realmente conhece bastante coisa, porque o Joe Rogan fala, Wright-Patterson é uma base americana, e ele fala, no hangar 18, no folclore dos Estados Unidos, foi para onde foi levado os aliens. Então o J.D. Vance realmente gosta do assunto e sabe o que tá falando e...
In the mountains somewhere. Yeah. And you find out that this thing exists. Do you think it's as simple as you could just go out and tell everybody? Or do you think that you get briefed on the implications of what would happen if you disclosed all this information?
Well, I would definitely get briefed on the implications of what would happen.
And they would probably tell you, hey, you have to bullshit people.
Yeah, but dude, I'm not.
You're not going to bullshit people?
Well, look, I have many skills as a politician and some vices, but like one of them is I'm just not a good liar.
Well, then they're not going to show it to you. You just fucked up. You just fucked up on this podcast by saying that.
What I am telling you,
the ladies on The View. That's.
The View é um outro programa lá onde tem umas mulheres que bate papo e o Joe Rogan não acha elas muito sérias, então fica mais nessa brincadeira. Eu acho que esse aqui é o último, não, tem mais um aqui, ó. A capacidade dos objetos, né, eles vão falar agora que a gente está mostrando todos esses vídeos aí, que os objetos conseguem fazer curvas para baixo e para cima. Foi um papo bem grande, assim, o J.D. Vance sabe realmente o que tá falando. Vamos lá, ouvir mais um pouquinho da entrevista do Joe Rogan com o vice-presidente americano.
I have not yet seen the evidence that we have certainly extraterrestrial remains, but there's a lot of stuff before extraterrestrial remains that's also interesting. Like the flight patterns in some of these videos are super weird.
Well, the Commander David Fravor stuff is bananas. It goes from 50,000 feet above sea level to sea level in like a second.
To what people say, right? Like, because one of the arguments I've heard, for example, is, could this just be a visual lure on the camera or something like that? Okay, that sounds to me plausible. I'm not an expert in cameras, but then what the pilots, their reaction to it, it's not like they're looking at a visual lure on a camera. It's like they're looking at something else that's really, really weird and difficult to explain given what they know about, physics and aeronautical engineering, et cetera. So anyway, I am fascinated by this, but I just don't want to tell people like, oh, I've uncovered the truth, or I haven't, because I haven't looked at it yet.
Right. Well,
aí ele falando, né, não olhou tudo ainda, mas ele tá indo atrás, ele tá interessado, ele realmente quer saber o que tá acontecendo. E a pergunta, né, que todo mundo quer saber, Vamos pro último trechinho que eu separei dessa entrevista de quase 3 horas, mas que foca realmente nos aliens durante 28 minutos, que a gente já tá fazendo aqui nos 25. Vamos lá mais um pouquinho aí do Joe Rogan.
More interesting.
I would want to know. I mean, I think the world wants to know. I think it would fundamentally change our understanding of what it means to be a living organism.
Okay, what do you think? Like, what is your you know more about this than I do?
I don't think we're alone.
But okay, fine,
I don't think
agree.
we're alone. I just don't understand what it is.
Okay,
I don't know if it's.
so you don't have like a strong view about what it is. You're just
I don't have any.
curious.
I don't have any data, right? So I don't have any proof. So I believe Commander David Fravor. I believe Ryan Graves.
Yeah.
He was a fighter pilot that said that when they upgraded their equipment on these fighter jets in 2014, all of a sudden they started seeing these things that were staying completely motionless at 120 knot winds, and they were a cube inside of a sphere, a black cube inside of some sort of
Well, okay, so this is I know you've talked to Eric Weinstein.
Yes.
And
Eric Weinstein é um físico que tá rondando, tá? Tipo assim, falaram que eles iam conversar comigo. Eu já fiz um vídeo a respeito do Eric Weinstein também aqui no canal, quem quiser dar uma procurada. É um físico bem renomado e ele disse assim, eu não sei se a gente tem, se a gente não tem, porque agora eles vão entrar mais na parte física de como é que tu vai viajar no espaço, como é que a parte biológica funciona, se tu tá fora da atmosfera da Terra, se tu tá fora o que acontece com o DNA quando tu tá fora da gravidade da Terra, que ele vai destruindo e tal, assim. Eles entram mais nessa partezinha aqui, eu não vou colocar tudo, óbvio, né? Eu não posso colocar tudo, senão eu tomo um copyright do YouTube. Mas tá aí, esse foi o vice-presidente dos Estados Unidos no Joe Rogan, numa entrevista lá de quase 3 horas, onde em meia horinha ali eles falam bastante. E pelo que eu entendi, o vice-presidente ainda não olhou, mas garantiu ao Joe Rogan que vai atrás para ver se realmente tem ou não tem. E o governo dele, né, junto com o Trump ali, os dois, estão liberando, né? Já foram liberados 4 lotes a respeito disso. Até agora é só pontinho para baixo e para cima. Desculpa, eu ainda tô gripado. A gripe me pegou valendo. E aí, era isso, mais ou menos, que eu queria passar. O J.D. Vance vai atrás, diz que vai olhar tudo e vamos ter uma resposta. Ele tem mais 2 anos de mandato, ele e o Trump, né? Vamos ver até onde vai essa liberação de arquivos aí dos Estados Unidos. O que vocês acham? A gente vai chegar a ver os aliens mesmo ou não? Ele vai dizer, olha, eu fui atrás e não achei nada. Daí o pessoal vai dizer que ele tá mentindo. Ou ele vai dizer, fui atrás, achei, é isso aqui. Aí o pessoal vai dizer que ele tá mentindo também. Não sei mais nada, mas vamos ter que esperar mais um pouco pra ver, né? O Joe Rogan, então, realmente cutucou, ele tentou sair ali. Eu falei, deu uma risadinha. Mas, de novo, né? Misturou religião, política e aliens. Vou terminar por aqui, já tá com quase meia hora esse vídeo. Vou terminar falando que isso aqui é um hobby, então não me incomoda. Deixa o like, se inscreve. Comenta no canal o que tu acha. A gente vai descobrir, o J.D. Vance e o Trump vão revelar tudo, vão continuar mentindo, vão continuar falando a verdade, já não sei mais nada. Vamos ter que esperar mais um pouco, né? Vamos ver o 5º lote, o 6º lote, o 7. Vamos ver até onde vai isso tudo, né? Fui!